Welcome to the first episode of the Do It Now Adventure Sports and Lifestyle Show. This show aims to give you feedback on all the activities and events happening around the country and also introduce you to cool new gadgets and products that we have come across. So I hope you guys enjoy the show with us. So we're covering in this show, we will start off with a feedback from the Extreme Swazi Adventure Race that took place during August in our neighbouring country, Swaziland, and sit down with Brian Gardner, who captained one of the two teams that managed to complete the close to 500 kilometer race. Then later in the show, we will be featuring an exclusive interview with one of the best enduro dirt bike talents in South Africa, Jade Goodside. Jade has dominated the 2010 National Off-Road and Enduro Series and will be in action at the end of the year during the Extreme Roof of Africa Enduro Race. We will conclude the show with a look at the Blue 5 heart rate monitor that is now available in South Africa. The heart rate monitor boasts a number of great features for a measly 700 Rand and promises to give great value for money for consumers looking to manage their training and racing better. Then we will also give you a quick rundown of important dates for you to pencil down in your diary that will include the Getaway Show at the Coca-Cola Dome, Johannesburg, the WFO Enduro taking place in Richmond, Natal, the Rock Rally in Waterval, Boven, and the High Performance Driving course happening at Durotech, Pretoria. So let's get started. We think no one could guess what the organisers of the Swazi Extreme had in store for participants. The 10-year-old race that normally covers about 250 kilometers of great AR terrain was upgraded without any notice to almost 500 kilometers this year. This, without saying much, broke many teams and ended their hopes in completing the entire course. If you ask why, we believe Darren wanted to go out with a bang and ensure everyone remembered what the Swazi race was all about and leave a legacy for the racers to talk about in years to come. Brian Gardner, team captain of Red Ants, sat down with us to give us his take on what happened during the race and how he managed to get his team over to the end. How did you find that race and what exactly does that race consist of?
Okay, this year's Swazi was particularly tough. It was an unbelievably tough event. We did the pro race expecting about 350 kilometers and came out of it doing just a touch on 450 kilometers, which was a lot further and a lot harder than we thought it would be. The legs were really long, and you know it consisted of mountain biking, hiking or running and paddling. So there were a couple of paddling legs, quite a few mountain biking legs, and then a number of hiking legs ranging from sort of 8 kilometers up to the longest hike was up just over 30 kilometers. So it was a long event, and we just had to keep going and push through in the end. So. But it was an unbelievably tough event, and for the 10th year of Swazi Extreme this year, it really lived up to its extreme nature, as it always has been for the last 10 years. So, no, it was awesome though.
That's exactly okay. The name Jade Goodside is becoming better known in racing circles when it comes to enduro dirt bike races. Jade is not only currently leading the National Off-Road and Enduro Series in South Africa, but also finished in respected top 10 positions in the 2010 Extreme Enduro Erzberg and Romaniac races, securing a 7th and a 5th overall. But where did it all start? How did he end up competing in these grueling events, and what can we expect from him at 2010 Roof of Africa Extreme Enduro that will take place in November? Do It Now had an exclusive interview with Jade which helped us answer these and other very interesting questions.
What's the difference between the National Enduro Series and the National Off-Road Series?
Yeah, our enduros are a lot tighter than the off-roads. Off-roads are exactly as the word explains it. They're sort of jeep tracks and off-road gravel roads and stuff. There's a copies every now and then, but the racing is generally a lot faster than enduros, and I don't enjoy it that much. But we get good TV coverage and publicity from it, so it's something that I know the sponsors need us to do, to get their mileage. So I'm there, and at the moment I'm leading off-road, so it's good. But I enjoy the enduros a lot more, and the tight technical riding is where I excel.
In terms of the Extreme Enduros, you've done 2 this year, and you've got at least another one coming up for the Roof. Tell us a bit about each of those races.
Yeah, this year I did Erzberg for I think the 5th time. It's a race that the first time I did was in 2002. I got a 3rd place, and then in 2003 and 4 I got 3rd places again. Then in 2005 I hurt my knee there, and that was sort of when I took a break from riding. But yeah, I've had good success there. But lately at Erzberg, the trials riders have come into our sport a lot, and they've realised that with their trials background they can a few of them can adopt that riding to an off-road enduro bike, and they can actually show the enduro riders how it's done, you know. So it's not annoying at the moment that the trials riders are that good and they're that far ahead of us in extreme enduros, but yeah, we're working hard on it. I've got a trials bike now, and yeah, see if we can take the fight to them. That was Erzberg. This year I finished 7th there, which is, you know, to me it's actually better than the 3rd places a few years ago, because a few years ago it was more enduro riders, and now it's a whole new level and a lot better riders that go there, and with all the trials riders it really becomes difficult to get into the top 10. So a 7th is almost better than a 3rd a few years ago. But yeah, then this year for the first time I went to Red Bull Romaniacs, which is in Austria. I mean, Austria. Romania. So that was my first outing there, and it was baptism of fire, man. It was raining for 2 weeks before the race, and I think they declared it a national what do you call it? Disaster area, yeah. So, but the race carried on, and they didn't shorten it, and all the hills just became 3 times worse, and that was good. I finished 5th there, which was very good for me as well. Again, first sort of normal enduro rider that hasn't ridden trials before and hasn't been at least up there in the world in trials, so I was very happy with that. And it was a good race. It's beautiful. The Carpathian Mountains are extreme, to say the least, and it was a good opportunity for me to get some more worldwide coverage there.
Remember, subscribe, do it now. Members will be able to view the entire interview on our website. So what cool products did we come across over the last few weeks? Well, a very nice product is the Gravity 5 heart rate monitor that features a number of great functions for an entry-level computer. Do It Now caught Jock, the importer of this great product, the Gravity Adventure Festival in Claremont, and asked him to tell our readers what this product is all about. This is what he had to say. So just tell us more about the product Blue 5
Well, our launch product is a heart rate monitor watch, wireless heart rate monitor. It's a basic watch, but it's also got more than basic features. It has your target heart rate zones. You can set up 3 different targets on the heart rate function. You've got your wireless chest strap, which is a soft, comfortable chest strap, which is an advantage to other standard or basic models out there. You get your batteries on the straps are interchangeable, which is also a great advantage for us. It works out things like your BMI, your fat burnt, your kilocalories burnt. It's got a standard stopwatch and a countdown timer, but our goal is to present this to your entry-level to mid-range athletes out there.
We are sure we can expect more from this cool product, and we will be testing it over the next few weeks during a number of sporting events and give you more feedback on how durable the Gravity 5 computer is. Important dates. During September, look out for Do It Now at the Getaway Show that will take place at the Coca-Cola Dome in Johannesburg over the 10th to the 12th of September. The WFO Enduro Race is taking place on the 11th in Richmond Hotel. It promises to field a great lineup of riders, and spectators can be assured of great dirt bike action. We believe that Chris Birch, defending Roof of Africa champion, will also be there. For climbers, be sure not to miss out on the Rock Rally later this month, taking place during the weekend of the 24th of September in Waterval-Boven. And if driving awesome German vehicles gives you a rush, the Audi High Performance driving course is for you. The course promises to be yet another great event, and we encourage you to join us on the 18th at Gerotech Pretoria. Remember, bookings are essential, and for more details, just go to Do It Now website. You'll find it there. And that brings us to the end of our first show. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any inquiries or recommendations, please direct them to show@doitnow.co.za. Enjoy the rest of your week, and remember, don't hesitate, don't procrastinate, do it now. See you again all next week. Cheers.